Hello YouTube, this is Mike with PhoneJunkie.org. Here I am bringing you the Samsung ATIV 500T Smart PC. Now this is the middle of the new ATIV line that is rolling out, and this is currently on AT&T's wireless network. Now 2012 has definitely been the year for Samsung, with the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Galaxy Note 2 setting some high standards. Samsung has proven it can make an excellent and beautiful device. Samsung has created a new line of Windows 8 tablets, Samsung ATIV. The AT&T is rolling out the middle tablet here, the ATIV Smart PC. There's also a Smart PC Pro, which is the model up. Most people see the steep price tag of $769. That's with the keyboard dock. They think that is way too much for a tablet, but the 500T is more than just a tablet. It features an Intel Atom CPU that can run full Windows apps like Adobe Photoshop and MS Office. Now enough with the talk, let's go ahead and start this show. Alright, now the 500T design is one that is going to take some getting used to. Considering that this features a full-size USB port and a hefty 4080 mAh battery, it is still reasonably slim at 1.65 pounds and 0.39 inches thick. Now this is thicker than the competition, but nothing that is extremely noticeable. So here on the home screen, your front-facing 2 megapixel camera. You have your Windows button here on the bottom. You have two small speaker grills there on the right hand side. Alright, you turn your tablet over. You have a 8 megapixel rear facing camera. You have flash. Here on the sides here, you have your mini HDMI port, as well as your volume rocker up or down key. On the bottom here, that's where you plug in your power cord, your charging cable. Right here in the bottom middle is where you have your dock connector. And as of right now, I do not have a dock to review with this, so we'll have to go without that. Now on the top of the device is where all the action happens. Towards the top left of the device, you have your 3.5mm head jack, your lock/unlock power button. Now this is your lock screen button for the rotation, for your orientation. If you want it to, you just push that and it'll lock it and it will not change to portrait or landscape. And then right here is your full-size USB port. Now with the USB port, you can run keyboards, you can use other devices that connect through the USB port. So that definitely makes using a external hard drive, whatever you can use on a regular computer, a lot better. That's definitely what makes it more than a traditional tablet. One feature that was the most noticeable was the screen size. The screen measured in at 11.6 inches with 1366 by 760 pixels with a disappointing 135 ppi. Now I would have expected more from the display resolution, especially with a device with this price tag on it, but it still looks great. The screen uses Samsung's PLS technology, which provides wide viewing angles as well as viewing in direct sunlight possible. Now this features a dual-core 1.8 GHz Atom-based Clover Trail CPU with 2 GB of RAM. I did notice that it was a little buggy. Apps crashed, more often than I expected. The screen occasionally froze and it failed to respond. Also, a few times I got a slow response going from landscape to portrait mode. This is running the full Windows 8 software. Now, it definitely takes some getting used to. When I first got on it, I absolutely hated it. But after playing around with it and actually learning how to use Windows 8, because this is still new to me as well, I definitely found out how to use it. So just like when you open up an app, you swipe over here, and that pulls up your little quick tabs, and you can go to the settings. Now when you go to settings, this is only for the music here. So you can go to the settings, and it'll help you with the music, and in whatever screen you're in, you can just pull over to the right. So if we go to Internet Explorer, you can just pull over to the right, and you still have your settings, share, search, and start button. Now Internet Explorer definitely has some upgrades. I do notice that Windows 8 is a little faster, or excuse me, Internet Explorer here on the Windows 8 is definitely a little bit faster. It gives you a little bit more options, and it gives you a frequent. It displays your frequent and your favorites websites when you go to type in the web address bar. So we're just going to load up New York Times here. Now there were a few times where I went to type in a certain spot and the keyboard would not pop up. From what I've read, this is a problem that many people are coming across, so hopefully this will be addressed in a future update. So as you can see, scrolling works pretty good here in Internet Explorer. A little slow and a little bit unresponsive sometimes. So you can swipe down or you can swipe up, and that'll let you access the web browser bar, or it'll allow you to access all your open tabs if you like to add one, or if you would like to close any of them. You just hit the X and close them right out. Now, playing games on the 500T is a great experience. I was a little disappointed with the screen display when playing high graphic intense games. One con to the 500T is the App Store. It is lacking some great games, and hopefully in the near future we will see some more effort put into the App Store. Video playback is definitely a plus with the 11-inch widescreen of the 500T. Even with being a fingerprint magnet and having horrible glare, I was still able to enjoy a movie. As you can see here, a difference between Windows Phone 8 and the Windows 8 here on the tablet is on each thing, like under people, you have to go in and sign in under all your accounts. But on Windows Phone 8, you just sign in one time and you can access it through the People's tab and all that. So it's a little bit different on here. You have to add your mail. You have to go into the mail, add your account, people, add your account, store, add your account, and so on. Now on the other side of it, you can access the PC side of the tablet where you can view your files, delete stuff, and go into the more desktop feel of it. You can also access all your drivers and your settings from this menu. This tablet is definitely more than just what meets the eye. The 500T is also a powerful PC that will allow you access to a full USB driver and full Windows 8 software, all of it to be with you wherever you are. AT&T's LTE network will allow you to stay connected all the time with a 13-second startup time and price compared to an Ultrabook. I would definitely recommend you at least give the Samsung ATIV 500T a look.